This one is going to be about money. Money is an energy, just like everything else in the universe. It is a soul, it is an entity. It's not just something you print at the printing press, not just something the banks print. In our reality, in our world, money is the incarnation of the energy of abundance, the energy of plenty. When we decided to create this universe, the first energy we brought in from another universe was this energy of abundance. Because we wanted a universe where we simply create and we keep on creating. In our world, money is the incarnation of abundance. We are supposed to always be in abundance in our world, in our universe. If we're ever not, it's because somehow we are blocking our abundance. You don't have to be super intelligent to be rich. You don't. But we keep blocking our abundance, our money, by our thoughts and by the phrases we use. One of the most common phrases, I'm not doing it for the money. Okay, now, money hears you and says, oh, okay, in that case I'll go somewhere else. Okay. Or another common phrase, I don't want too much money. And money says, okay, here's a drop. Survive on that. Okay. So that's how we block our abundance. And when someone doesn't block their abundance, we call them greedy. But all it is they're not blocking their abundance. They like their abundance. When I was living in New York, I lived in an area called the Upper West Side. A lot of Jewish people live there. And when it gets dark, I would walk the streets, and in America we don't close the curtains like they do in some countries. There's nothing to see. So you could see inside the apartments. So one day as I was walking, I said to my higher self, of course I was broke, I said to my higher self, why do Jewish people always have money? And I hear in my head like a loud voice, because they like it. And I was like, it's that simple? And my higher self answers, everything is that simple, you complicate it. It's that simple. When we see someone who likes money, we call them names. Either greedy or cold, that's our favorite word, cold or heartless, or to make ourselves feel better, yes, but money doesn't buy you happiness. Yes, because you are so happy without money. Yeah. It's those phrases, though, that block money from coming. To be in money, to be in the flow of money, because every energy moves, no energy stands still. If an energy stops moving, it will die. Nothing stands still. So to be in the flow of this energy of money, all we have to do is not block it. That's all. Many people say it's our right to have money. It's more than that. It's just the way the universe is. We live in an abundant universe, and it says, here, take it, and do whatever you like with it. There's a very good channel called Louise Hay. She said that money is like the ocean. No matter how big a pipeline you get, and you put it in the ocean to suck out money, you can't finish the ocean. So don't think that some people don't have money because others have a lot. That's another silly thing we say. Bill Gates has billions, and that's why there's poor people in Africa. Like, hello? Right? Don't say silly things like that. Money is like the ocean. You can never suck out the ocean, no matter how big a pipeline you put in there. That's how you think when you're thinking of money. Think like that. And simply say, I'm going to go into the flow. I'm going to get myself into the money flow. That's all. You don't have to say, I'm going to bring money to me. Well, you could. It's not a bad thing. But it's easier to just get in the flow where it always flows. Always flows. Another way we stop money. No, I don't want to judge here. But when we save, like, quick, put it away, we're saying to the universe, there isn't enough. And we come out of the flow. It's okay to save money, but don't get fanatic about it, or desperate about it, or I have to save for my old age. First of all, you're telling your body, I'm going to age, and it starts to age. Okay, Your body, your body listens to you literally. It's like a computer. Whatever you type in, it says, okay. Right? So be careful not to use those phrases. And when you're saving money, don't say things like, in case I get sick, for my old age. Say, I'm putting this aside for a good holiday. Something like that. Something glamorous. Right? Because otherwise, you're telling the universe you're going to get old, you're going to be lonely, you're going to be poor. Don't use those phrases. And keep saying, I'm now ready to go into the flow of money. Or into the money flow. Any word you like is okay. Just imagine it as a river. That is how it is. And it always keeps moving. Because we are now in an energy where we need to go to the next evolutionary level of human existence, a lot of us are tight with money, so we can force ourselves to ask different questions. This is why all these crises are happening in the world. They have nothing to do with the fact that we have 3,000 billionaires. Nothing at all. They just got a bigger bucket and went to the ocean. That's all. And we go there with a teaspoon. Get a bucket? Right. That's all. But you see, humans don't ask questions when everything's okay. And because usually money does make everything okay, the higher self says, let me put them in a situation where they don't have money so I can ask different questions and grow. This is why all these things are happening. It's not because of the bankers and. Those are just excuses. One day when we come out of this, and it won't be long, it's just a few more years. One day when we come out of this, we're going to thank these bankers and these prime ministers and everyone who stole money. We're going to thank them because they gave us the opportunity to look in. When we have money, unfortunately, we don't look in. We settle. We say, I'm all right now. I'm all right. Got my nice apartment, my nice car, my 2 dogs, my 2 cars, my husband and my boyfriend, I'm all right. Right? And we don't ask questions. But when we don't have money, we say, what did I do wrong? Or, what else is there? Did I come here just for security? Did I come here just to make money? There's nothing wrong with money. Nothing at all. But only because we are now in a transition period on Earth is the reason a lot of us are not having money, or a lot of us do not like our jobs. It's our soul saying, do something you like. Simply do something you like. That is all. Because if we do something we like, we raise our vibration and we bring more soul into the body. It's impossible to bring soul into the body when we are constantly doing things we don't like. The soul doesn't want to come into that body. For what? To do something it doesn't like? Right. So look for things you like little by little and start. Start with a cup of coffee. You don't have to go to the Himalayas. Start small. Most of us want a cup of coffee in the middle of the day, but we don't go to get it. It's that little thing. Do that. That changes our vibration, and then the next vibration will pull us in. We never do things we like, but we expect the big things to come to us. But you don't even do the little things. We don't even do the little things. And that's how we block the big things. And that's how we also block money. That's how we block health. So now we're going to call the energy of money in a minute. And we're going to go into it just like we went into our higher self. It's just like that. I usually see it a gold fog with millions of little white lights blinking. And that's what I'm going to say in the meditation. But if you see something else, like a different color, that's all right too. Don't think. You can go into that color. And then we're going to say a couple of things to money. I'll say them now, and then I'll repeat them in the meditation. The first thing we're going to say to money is, I want us to become lovers. And then usually most people see themselves dancing with the energy of money. Right? Just like they do in the 50s movies where, you know, boy meets girl and boy loves girl, and then boy beats the shit out of girl. Yeah. We're going to dance with money. And the second thing we're going to say to money is, a lot of people will have a hard time with this. I'll explain it in a minute. The second thing we're going to say to money is, I want you to be the first thing in my life. Because when money is the first thing in our lives, we never think about it again. It's always there, like oxygen. No one ever thinks of oxygen. It's there. So when we say to money, I want you to be the first thing in my life, it will always be there. You will never have to think about it again, and you can get on with your life. But if you say, no, my children are the first thing in my life, yes, okay, go and work 12 hours a day, and then you don't see your children because they're the first thing in your life. So then you work for your children. No, my husband's the first thing in my life. If you say my husband's the first thing in my life, you need major therapy. I'm not a big enough therapist. Okay. So say to money, I want you to be the first thing in my life. And then see the feeling that money gives you. Notice how your body feels after that. And then I promise you, you will never have to think about it again. Never. You might not become super rich. It depends on what it is you want to experience. But it always comes as you need it. You don't think. You just... See, the universe is funny. I'm sure we've seen movies that as we go to get something, it appears. That's how the universe is. It works on a need-to-know basis. Whatever you need, you will know. Whatever you need to have, or whatever you want to have, is a better word, it will appear at that moment. Okay, since I started doing this, I'm not rich, by any means, but I never think about it. It's always there. It's always there. Just as it's running out, somebody calls me for seminars or for sessions. And it's always there. Because I told it a few times, I want you to be the first thing in my life. Okay, so don't get all Catholic on me when I'm saying that. Okay. Now, that's it. Now we can lie down.
Can I remain seated?
If you like it better, yes, it's up to you, yes. Do you want a cushion? No? Okay. Yes. Whatever you're comfortable with, you too. Whatever you're comfortable with.
I'm good, thank you.
You're good? Okay. Slow, deep breath. Again, think of a happy moment so we can raise our vibration. And now say, I want to call the energy of money. And again, imagine a colorful fog in front of you. I usually see it gold with millions of little white lights flickering. But if you see another color, that's okay too. But I'm going to use the word gold for the sake of this meditation. In your imagination, go close to this gold and white energy and imagine that you're putting one of your hands in there. Notice how your hand feels inside this energy of money. Put the other hand in there as well. And now let this energy of money slowly pull all of you in. Again, this is the energy of abundance, the energy of plenty, the energy we use in this universe to keep creating. Let this energy of money give you a big hug. Let it squeeze you. Now, say to this energy of money, I want us to become lovers. And then notice what feeling this energy gives you. Stay in this feeling for a minute. Now say to this energy of money, I want you to be the first thing in my life. And again notice what feeling this energy is giving you after you've said that. Now we are going to program the body to get used to this feeling. Imagine your daily life. Imagine, how do you get up in the morning now that money is the first thing in your life? How do you have coffee or breakfast now that money is the first thing in your life? How do you walk the streets now that money is the first thing in your life? How do you react to a situation or the prices at the supermarket now that money is the first thing in your life? If you like the way this feels, say to your body, this is how I want you to feel all the time. Take a slow, deep breath and notice how the body feels now that you said this to it. This is one way to make peace with money and not have to think about it all the time and not see it as unnecessary evil and not see it as something that's bad. Because if you see it that way, you'll never have it and you'll always be needing it. There is another thing too. Sometimes you don't get the cash but you do get everything money can buy. I've noticed since I've gotten into these things, I don't always have a lot of cash, but I live like a millionaire. I live very, very well. I'm constantly traveling, constantly staying in nice homes, and constantly seeing different places of the world with this job. So don't think that the cash is going to come so you can do certain things. Sometimes the things come that cash can buy. So don't block them. Whenever you think about it, you can also say this: I want to have everything money can buy. And then let the universe deal with it. The universe is an intelligence, and it knows very well how to bring you what you've asked for. Because another way of us another way of us not having everything is because we think we have to have the cash first, and then we get everything, and then we block it. And don't say silly things like, many times I'll say to friends, right now I'm living in Luxembourg in a really nice apartment. And they'll say, yes, but for how long? It's like, what difference does it make? We want to know about time and how long, and will I have this forever? And then we lose the magic that money can give us, because we keep thinking of forever instead of enjoying the moment. So I would recommend, but you don't have to, it's just my personal recommendation. I would recommend keep saying to the universe, I want to have everything money can buy.